Thank you, Presiding Officer. I very much welcome this timely debate and I very much welcome the work that the Scottish Human Rights Commission is undertaking in this policy area. They definitely do show the way for many others around the globe. Now, while I respect Jenny Mara's engagement in the subject of trafficking, it's well established and entirely proper. I would have preferred to have seen a broader-based amendment, because there are a large number of issues, and trafficking is an important but by no means the only one. It is proper in a short contribution to focus on a narrow facet of what is inevitably a wide subject. Now, I am once again going to talk about climate justice. It's a geographically wide topic, but relatively narrow in policy. It's one where the rich impose an inescapable cost on the poor. The United Nations Human Rights Council in 2009 recognised that, and I quote, "Human rights obligations and commitments have the potential to inform and strengthen international and national policy making in the area of climate change." Now, I very much welcome the progress that our government has made so far. Engagement in establishing a climate justice fund, which reaches out to many other countries, a memorandum of understanding with the Inter-American Development Bank, carbon capture work with the Republic of South Africa, Salter Commonwealth professional fellowships, and so on. There is a great deal going on. I also very much welcome the fact that President Obama has appointed John Kerry as part of his new administration. That's a very encouraging sign of potential for movement in one of the world's wealthiest nations. I had the privilege to hear John speak at a United Nations conference, and if he is able to deliver in government what he referred to in that speech, we will see real progress being made. Now, the Mary Robinson Foundation for Climate Justice is one that I track on a regular basis, lay out a number of headings. And the one I want to just pick up immediately is the one on gender equality and equity, because this is the one where the impacts appear to be happening fastest and the effects most directly have the potential to kill adults and more especially children. As temperatures rise across the globe, aridity follows. Crop failures are an inevitable consequence. And women in many of the poorest countries of the world are the front line. They are the primary farmers, now with less food, walking further for fuel and for water, absolutely living on the margin. Women in poorer countries pay the price for our higher standard of living. And we shall see migration and the inevitable consequence that much of that migration will be into countries only a little less poor. And I don't think a policy and practice of spreading the poverty around more widely is one that I think we can morally live with. We have to help countries mitigate the effects of climate change. The government is doing something on that. I hope all governments, including our own, will do more. We need to be committed as citizens and as governments to turn down the world's thermostat. I want us to be equipping others to act on mitigation. Now, let me end by acknowledging Labour's long-term record of engagement in human rights, and it's worthy of praise. The real challenge, however, is to address the constitutional issue so that we can do so much more.